Let's talk non-physical, non-physical. Let's talk non-physical. Let's talk non-physical. Let us have some spirit talk. Some spirit talk. Let us have some spirit talk.
Let's start record. I wanted to tell you something that happened like last night. Yesterday, I got those promotions that they leave on the mail, the local supermarkets, for example, Publix, Winn-Dixie, Sedanos, Presidente, and I was watching the prices because I didn't have anything better to do, and I usually go once a week, usually on Sundays, Sunday mornings, and I go to Walmart, but I buy other stuff in other supermarkets too.
Yeah.
Like, for example, I like the bread from Publix. I like meat from Sedanos and Presidentes. So I buy, not always I buy in all of them, but sometimes I buy a few things in some of them. Most of the stuff I buy at Walmart.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. I was watching this different, they call it weekly ads, right? So they have pictures with colors, photos with, like meats, anything you can buy at a supermarket. Right? And then I was visualizing, and when I was visualizing, it was creating like a standard of the 4 or 5 of them. It created a new one that could be a 5th weekly ad. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So it is so amazing. I mean, when I saw it, and I saw it so clear, and it was even better looking than the ads that I got. It was better formatted, more like a website. I mean, more like a good website.
That's it.
The text was aligned. The thing is that the even with prices, but the prices were like random prices. The words were sometimes English words, but nothing like a real product. But I was still amazed by how I was able to capture the essence of the average of what I was seeing.
Yeah. It was like in a style of what you were saying.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe eventually I might be able to drive it into a direction where I can aim at more of what I want. Like, for example, be more precise in the product pictures, or more precise in the pricing, the text. But it still was able to capture.
What about if you what if you start by reading a book and then you see what your biz makes for a book? In other words, prime it with something that you think will provide you information.
Yeah, I mean, I can try many things. Another thing that I also was happy about was that after seeing this avatar, and I saw other avatars in videos, I started visualizing a lot of also other similar avatars. And I was seeing one after the other, and talking and moving, and unbelievable. It's like it captured. It's like I uploaded other avatars that are similar to the ones I saw. And another thing was that at the beginning I wasn't sure what it was, but I was watching a video last night of a channel of a guy from Russia that actually he moved out of Russia because of the war. He streams from he records the video, and I think it's Uzbekistan. His name is Konstantin. And I was watching him, and sometimes because I was a bit tired, I was closing my eyes and visualizing. And I was noticing a color on the right, a color on the left. I said, what are these things? And I saw some shapes that were similar, the one on the left and the one on the right, with a stable color. And they were staying like that. I said, where are these coming from, right? And actually, I turned off the TV last night, and I kept visualizing, and I saw those things, and then I saw other stuff. But the thing is that those, I would call it ellipses for the shape. It was the shape of an ellipse.
That's it. Yeah.
Where were they coming from? But then I realized when I watched the video again, he has some lights in the back. One is blue, another is yellow.
Yeah.
But they also have a reflection on the wall that gives a background. And I was seeing something similar to those lights. But another thing I noticed, sometimes the lights were switched. Like in the video, the blue was on the right, for example, and the yellow on the left. And I would see them sometimes switched left to right.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, I think this can help, especially somebody that is practicing visualization, not only me, to use a video with certain area of colors because that helped me bring the colors right away. Because sometimes I don't get very vivid colors right away, but by watching that video, I already got a head start, right?
Yeah, it reminds me when I was using the Rubik's Cube to help me in colors. So I would look at 2 or 3 faces of the Rubik's Cube at once, and then I'd close my eyes and try to remember the colors. And that seemed to help.